Alright everyone, welcome back to Schmattz Outdoors. I think we're all ready to go for the morning here. Made some interesting kind of thoughts and revelations last night or yesterday as I was running the line, and then last night after I was home and chatting with the family about how deer hunting went and everything else. But we'll get into that as the next few days go on here. But today we're going to run just straight through the line. I don't plan on pulling anything unless I have to. You know, unless I decide to in the moment, I guess it won't be a have to kind of deal, but you know, yeah. And then tomorrow we're pulling the water line. That's the plan. So my goal was 301 muskrats for the year, just to break that 300 mark, and beat my previous best season total. I'm at 255 right now, so we get anywhere around 20 a day for the next 2 days here today, and then as I pull tomorrow, that'll put me like at 295, and I'm gonna probably leave a few sets that are, you know, some of the trail sets right by a culvert that I can check when I'm wearing just a normal pair of boots and I don't need waders on. And we'll see if I do any more beaver trapping. You know, a guy might pick one or two up around a beaver house or something too, but. So I feel like I have a pretty good chance of hitting that hit my 301 goal. If not getting well past that, you know, you never know. I could have 40 today, to be quite honest. And, you know, it'd be nice know that going in, and I'd pull the line right today. But we're going to leave it till tomorrow and pull the line tomorrow is the plan. And then run just the land line for a day or two. And then, like I said, I do have one beaver house for sure. I probably should get trapped, but weather's supposed to stay decent for water trapping. I could keep going if I wanted to, but I'm not feeling great again. I mean, still, I guess, not even really again. So trying to be a little mindful of that. I'm trying not to overdo it, try to pace myself a little bit, but so yeah, straight through running the line today. I didn't really need to or have to do anything with the truck today. Everything's wet. It rained after I got home before I got started skinning, so all my animals were all wet when I was skinning last night. So everything in my truck is all wet. It's foggy today. I don't know, I mean, how well you can like see, but you know, you can hardly see. You can't even see down over the hill here. So right in the yard in here, it seems like it's the foggiest. Where I was deer hunting, it had kind of cleared off a little before I come home. So we'll see how that affects the line as I go today. There's very little wind. I don't think there's supposed to be much all day here. So I'm kind of hoping this kind of clears off, because it's just kind of damp and cool. It ain't even that cool. It's like 45 degrees. So that's part of it too. It stayed over 40 last night. I think it was like 43 this morning. So one of the warmer mornings we've had now for the last week here too. So I don't know what that's going to do to either line, the water line or the land line. If anything, I almost feel like it might help the water line, but, you know, make more catches. But we'll see as we get going. I think I might do the same thing as yesterday. I might try to film a handful of water sets for you, but I'm definitely not going to be filming all of them. So if you're here to watch muskrat catches, I apologize. But yeah, it just took me probably cut an hour off of my line yesterday, just not filming the water catches. So, I mean, if I have anything interesting, we're definitely going to show you. And I'm going to try and show you a few water catches today, a few of the spots where I've been doing really well, you know, and I have sets on both sides of the road. I can check them both pretty quick. I'll show that to you. But all right, with that said, I think let's get out on the line, see what we got. All right, guys, well, we're not that far down the line, you know, because I pulled both the sets at the first stop yesterday. So one because it was set off and I was worried about getting run over, and I had a skunk in the other one. The guys are deer hunting right there, so I didn't want to have to go down there and drive by them every day this week, because they'll be hunting every day, or normally they do. So But yeah, we're only just a few traps down the road and we got ourselves a catch here. Over here we got the barn. Early on I caught a skunk and a raccoon in the dog proofs back behind the buildings there. A few days ago, both of my dog proofs were knocked over. The golf balls were monkeyed with. I think the coyotes had actually come and messed with them, and then I actually had a big coyote caught on the other fence line that day. But what we got is just this fence line goes down here, and then there's this bigger slough out in the middle. So, and then on the other side of the road, there's actually a great big slough, and there's a pasture and a few other, you know, kind of features over there that they'd be going to. And I got them set right by these two big cottonwood trees. I've caught some raccoons here in the past, which is, you know, sort of not what I want to be catching this year, but I have. And I got two sets, so I put a pipe dream set right over here. I'm gonna uncover it just a little bit and probably re-lure it, but right here's the pipe. My trap is right in this little where all these leaves are, which actually isn't a bad thing that it's kind of blended in. So now that I think about it, I might just leave it, move this dirt clod a little bit, and probably re-bait and lure that guy. But over here, I had just a dirt hole, and I have probably the ugliest, worst looking coyote I have ever caught. He's by far got the least amount of hair of one that I've ever caught. He's pretty chill, but you could see like he's missing like all the hair, like down darn near to the skin, all the way around his whole midsection there. So he is definitely, I'm doing him a favor because he wouldn't be making it through the winter like that. So I would say mange has got this guy, and you know, I get a few every year that have like more, I think it's more like shoulder mice or something, but it may be mange, but I've never had one that's been rubbed like this guy is. So whatever he's got, I don't want. So we'll probably be throwing him on my burning hole and burning him with the brush pile just to get rid of him. So, all right, we'll get him out of here. Take care of this set. Like I said, we'll probably rebait and lure that one just a little bit as long as I'm here and keep on moving. Like I said, I'm only a few sets in, so got one catch, I guess. All right, guys, we're seeming to make a pretty decent time through the line today. I think I only got 6 muskrats caught. I'm on to this would be like the 4th big slough. Again, there's kind of an island in between, but there's quite a bit of slough here. I got a few sets down there. 2 of them have been messed with, but I didn't make no catches. I have a float on this side of the thing that actually is still set for, or no catches in it for the first time, basically last 4 checks probably. But on this side of the road, that looks like 1 muskrat in my 110. And my foothold pole is leaning. And there's a second one in there. So doubled up out of these 2 sets. Both of them not giant rats. And I think my average size is probably down a little bit today, but you know, I don't even know. I bet I'm over 40 muskrats, I bet, easy, probably out of this slough. Between, you know, I had some sets out by a big muskrat hut to begin with. Then I got 4 sets there. I basically got 4 here. And I got 2 on this side of the road still. And then on this side of the road, I never did catch a muskrat, but I got that raccoon up there. So, you know, like 40 muskrats and 1 raccoon out of here. And again, these are probably sets right here because you can see I'm just leaning over the culvert to put them in here. So for, you know, another week or whenever, I'm going to leave these sets. So the float over there, I am probably going to pull the float and I'll swap out with a couple actual normal sets like this in there. Only because the float is very hard. I got to almost like pull it over to the side in order to like get it and get the animal out of it. And I don't think I can do that with just normal boots on without getting wet. So I'll probably swap it out with just normal pole sets like those 2. Because I've been kind of climbing down in the water over here to pull them. But yeah, nothing in it today. Like I said, they've ate a bunch off of the bottom of my sugar beet over here, and so there's definitely been muskrats up on there different times. But like I said, I've had one in there each day for the last about 4 checks. So, but yeah, I can get over here and put one set kind of over this way, and then I'll try to put another set kind of over this way. And like I said, I can check those, just lean over the culvert, grab the pole exactly like I just did on that side. So I'm hoping to get to 300, and I don't know, I'm definitely in a different mindset today than I have been the last few checks, because I'll flat out say it, the last few checks, it's been every set, it's like, man, I hope there's nothing in there. And that is not the way you want to be running a trap line. But I'm feeling a little better again today than a little better each day. But now I kind of have that goal in mind, and I put that deadline that tomorrow we're pulling the main line. So it's like, okay, I gotta get some muskrats caught. I think I'm at, well, this makes 8 for today. That puts me at 263. So that means I need 37 more muskrats between the last half of today's check and then tomorrow's check. So I've actually been relearning a few sets, which I haven't done in a few days here, just because I was trying to kind of dampen my catch down a little bit. But now it's like, all right, game on. Tomorrow we're pulling the whole line anyway, so let's pile them up. I want to hit 300, but boy, if I hit 325, that'd be just as good. So, all right, we'll get these two guys out of here. My mink set looks like I need to fiddle with it just a little bit over there, so we're going to do that. And we'll be on our way. Like I said, I still got 2 more over here, and they've been catching muskrats most every day still. So we'll get those 2 checked and be on to the next sloughs. I figured as long as I got my camera out, I might as well film the next sets for you here too. I still do not know what's going on here. So culvert's literally just right down here, 150 feet. I put 2 sets here, and I had 2 sets on the other side of the road that I had the raccoon caught in. There's really no, like, I mean, there's muskrat poop, like, on the, right over there, looks fresh, like, today poop. There's a bunch down this rock, there's some over here, but there's poop all the way along on all the whole shoreline. But it was so shallow over by that sign over there, like, in this open water, and it's a little deeper here, so I thought, well, we'll put them where it's a little deeper to make sure the animals get drowned. So, but yeah, these have been making catches every day. At least one, if not doubles, every day. You know, and like that set there is still working today. And I don't know if you guys can really see, but like there are like some kind of channels out here, like they've been digging. So I don't know if they have bank dens up into the bank here or what's really going on there, but. Oh, and today we just had a miss. So I turned you on and I didn't even have a good catch for you. But yeah, and that set looks like my pole is leaning funny anyway. So we'll get both these doctored up. Again, I'm going to grab a little dab of lure on there because these 2 sets have been producing right along here. So like I said, I'm in the mood. We're going to try and catch some muskrats tomorrow. You know, it's nice to have some catches when you're pulling the line. So, all right, I'm on to the next slough here. I got 2 sets down over there. They were both monkeyed with again. My 110 had turned like this. So my carrot was like this far under the water. Well, it's hard for him to see it and eat it when it's like that. At my foothold, it looked like the pole had been like spun just a little bit. This one, the foothold's still working. The last couple of days, these have made like probably at least 2 catches every day. And there we go. Oh. I dropped in. Come here, buddy. Ugh. There we go. A nice big rat finally. Been catching quite a few littler ones today, but it's nice to catch a little bigger one. Again, as long as I'm in here, I've been catching quite a few rats out of here, but we're going to grab a little bit of lure on there. Because right now the wind's blowing across the slough, so the lure will do me some good in here. The ones that the winds are blowing into, I don't know if that lure's going to do me any good right now or not, but. All right, we'll get this guy out of here, wear that one, and be on our way. All right, so I'm to the next slough here. Again, not a real big size slough. This pole set has been almost the bane of my existence the last couple checks. My bait has been off of this pole every check, both the sugar beet and the carrot, every check. And I don't know what's stealing it. I adjusted the trap. I didn't even really adjusted it. I just got it a little more hair trigger. Oh, that one's just set off. Something ate most of my carrot, but I didn't get whatever it was caught. But today I see the traps finally set off, but my bait is still stole. So whether this guy is the one that's been doing it, got a big bot of weeds, but I don't know. Somehow Muskrat's been getting up there. So every day, today my bait was like almost a foot above the water. Again, it's still gone. So I don't know if something else is doing it or if the muskrat somehow figured out how to get up there and dance around on my trap without getting it set off. The trap is like hair trigger. I mean, it's, I don't know, half a pound, probably even less than that, a quarter of a pound pan tension, enough just so it stays set. You know, like I jiggled it a little bit and it went off the one day. So it's not like it's, I don't know. But yeah, it keeps stealing my bait. So we're going to get this guy one out of here. Hopefully he's the bait stealer, or tomorrow I have the bait stealer caught, because I want to get him caught before next year. If I put sets here again next year, I don't want him stealing my bait next year either, or teaching any other ones how to do it. So we'll probably put a new carrot on the conibear. We'll rebait this other one and get it working and be on our way. All right, so we're to the next slough. Again, I'm not going to be filming probably too much more, maybe one more spot right after this where I got the trail sets. The only reason why I'm filming a few of these is because you guys are probably going to be seeing them for the next few checks anyway. So what I have is this little bigger slough here. There's only just a small part of it on that side. You know, I have some pole sets over here. They've made a few catches. But these trail sets, so I got 2 trail sets on this side of the culvert and 2 trail sets on that side of the culvert, and they have been just money for me. And it's been like this for years. There's one. You know, and it's like, man, if I could keep finding more and more spots like this to set up. And there's 2. Like I said, it's like their money year over year. You know, you keep making catches here. Some years there's more water running through here. Some years they also don't have half of the culvert plugged up with stuff over here. But this trail set I might just pull here anyway. That one I may pull. This one we're gonna leave though, because it's still been making catches. Got a nice big old muddy muskrat right there too. So yeah, they're just kind of coming in through here and kind of got them blocked off there. I said this one here, they're going around it or something. It's not really set up very good anymore, but I made 3 here today. I think I've made 3 here like the last 2 checks in these same 3 sets. So yeah, we're gonna probably leave these because, you know, I'm standing on hard ground. On that side I can stand right on the culvert, so as long as I can keep checking them and not have to be wearing my waders to do so, I might as well pick up a muskrat or 2 each day if I, you know, or even 1 at each spot, you know, keep adding up. So, all right, 3 more here. We'll get that one there washed off because he is a muddy mess. Suppose I could check my mink set, and I'm going to try and leave my mink set here too. With that said, my trap is not in front of my mink set here. Oh, I see. We got ourselves a muskrat and my mink set. So, like that mink set, the plate is out over here. But again, I can stand kind of on the shore and check it just like I was doing. So I'm gonna probably try and leave the mink set here too. Because if I do make a catch, I can actually, instead of walking out like I just did, I'll just pull the plate in. And it might be until I make the first catch and then I can't get it reset or whatever, but hey, one more catch is one more catch, and I'd like to catch a mink in a mink set this year. You know, I did catch the one in that beaver set or trail set, whatever, a blind set, an otter set, I don't know. It wasn't set for minks, so, I mean, it's set for anything that swims through there, but whatever. All right, so yeah, I guess we got 4 muskrats here to take care of. We'll get all these sets remade, like I said, and these 4 are 4 that I'll probably leave for at least for a few more days. So, all right, let's get them out of here. Let's get moved on. All right, guys, we're still chugging through the line. I don't know, the wind is picking up just a little bit. It's not a lot, but it's enough that it's almost getting chilly out here. I dressed a little bit lighter because it was warmer today than it has been. And I knew I'd be a little more active, but I'm almost getting chilled now. We are back behind the old feedlot here. Over here I have a flat set I caught a coyote and a raccoon in. Right down here I have a pipe dream set, and yesterday I went and looked at it and it's still working perfectly fine. And the reason why I looked at it yesterday is because I had a coyote caught in this set yesterday. And sure enough, we got ourselves a coyote caught in here again today. Looks like a pup, not very well furred. I mean, pretty cruddy looking almost. I mean, I think all the fur is there. I think there's just some burrs and stuff in there that are making him look a little tougher than he actually is. But, so yeah, second coyote of the day, second coyote in 2 days in this set. So, you know, I think it pays sometimes to go around and do quote unquote maintenance to your line because, you know, you freshen up your sets a little bit or whatever, make sure they're working perfect. But obviously this one had a catch yesterday, so I didn't need to do that. But, you know, it was brand new set or fresh set going into the night, and bingo, we got ourselves a coyote. So we'll get this guy out of there and keep on moving. We don't have a ton of sets left. We got probably I want to say maybe 20 muskrat traps to check, and maybe probably that many land traps to check too. So we're kind of on the downhill swing here. Yeah, muskrat line has been a little bit slower today than it has been. You know, again, I've been catching a lot of muskrats out of those same sloughs over and over again. So it's predictable that it's going to go down. So hopefully we got a few more caught today, and be nice to get, you know, maybe even 10 more would be pretty awesome, but I don't know if we'll get quite that many with the sets we got out. But anyway, before that happens, I gotta get this coyote out of here and the set remade, and like I said, we'll be on our way. All right, I'm out to, well, basically the last open water muskrat trapping I have. I got those 3 trail sets by that one culvert still to check, but I don't know, when I was early on land trapping, you know, I gotta go drive by because I have some sets back behind this house back there. But I was seeing muskrats like all over right in here. So I put these sets here. I think I've literally caught like, I don't know, maybe 2 muskrats the whole time I've had them out here. But over here, I have a mink set. And I had it over this way, and I caught 1 raccoon in there, and then I had a second raccoon pulled out of it. You know, he destroyed the whole area. So I moved it over here, and now 2 days in a row, I got a muskrat caught in my mink set again. And then that's, I think, the 3rd muskrat in a mink set again just today. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go pull or move one of those 110s and literally just stick it right here. So it's out of the way where my drowning cable is going over this way. We're going to just set it right over here just so it's out of the way a little bit, but maybe keep the muskrat from plugging up my mink set. You know, it's irritating that I'm almost trying to protect the muskrats by catching the mink, but yet they keep plugging up my mink set so I can't catch the mink. Can't help them, I guess. All right, we'll get this mink set remade. Like I said, I'm going to go grab one of those pole sets over there, one of the 110s, and move it over here, and we'll be on our way. So we're literally to the next sets after I just had that muskrat. My mink set, got the drainage ditch runs this way. It runs up over to this tree line over here. Obviously a pretty heavy tree line. And then it runs across this way on the edge of this alfalfa field up towards where this house is, and then it ends up over here, like in the end of these trees here. So it's kind of a travel corridor this way. We got a farm lane road here. Again, we got maybe 150 yards over to the tree line over there. I got one coyote set on that side of this bridge. I got a coyote set on this side. This set was messed with. I remade it, had a fox, had a raccoon pull out of it, and now I got a skunk in there. And he has got himself like a hole dug back there. So he is like hiding. Oh, there he is. I'm not gonna lie, I thought he was facing the other way. So yeah, we got ourselves a skunk out here. Heaven forbid I make it through one day on the line without catching a stinking skunk, but apparently that's not possible. Got him back foot caught the way it looks, which is never ideal, but almost always how it happens in a coyote set, it seems like. I was thinking about that the other day too, because like I said, this is not, it happens almost every time on a skunk catch in a coyote set. I had two yesterday morning. Was it yesterday? Yeah, yesterday morning, the two first catches I had, both back foot caught skunks in there. So anyway, we'll get this guy out of here and get this set remade. We're on the downhill slide to home. We got probably, well, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coyote sets and roughly that many raccoon sets still to check. So, and a couple, I guess 3 muskrat sets. So anyway, we'll get him out of here. We'll get the set remade, keep on moving. All right, everyone. Well, as you can see, I'm wearing a little bit different attire because we're getting ready to do some skinning. Got a little bit of work today, a little less than it has been the last couple of days, but I'm perfectly good with that. And I mentioned it out on the line. I was in a completely different mindset today on the water line. The land line, I'm trying to get my head away from like kind of begrudgingly checking each set, hoping there's nothing in there, hoping it's not a skunk set in there, and hoping it's not just set off with nothing in there. I did have one of those today that I resat, but I guess, like I said, but on the waterline side of it, I was excited to see the catches. I'm creeping towards that goal that I'm trying to get of 301 muskrats this season. With today's catch, I'm that much closer. We'll tell you the number once we get into that, how close I am today. And I think we should have a pretty good chance of getting darn close, if not surpassing it tomorrow. Just kind of depending on the weather and the movement, I guess, is all it is. But also keeping in mind that I've caught, darn near 300 muskrats out of the same sloughs that I've been trapping. I think I had figured it out. It's 15 sloughs total. So, but yeah, with that, like I said, we'll just show you the catches a little bit here, and then we're going to get right into slicing and dicing here. Still got some daylight, which is going to be nice. I should be able to get most of this stuff skinned, I think, while it's still light out. So, all right, we're going to start with Mr. Ugly McGee here. First catch of the morning, this coyote. This is the worst case of mange that I've ever seen on a coyote in my area. I know a few guys have said they've seen it, later on in the winter, some pretty rough looking coyotes, but he's got like right here, it's basically to his skin. Here it is right there. It's that skin right there. That's not fur. So he's got half of his body is missing all the hair. So definitely not skinning that guy. We're actually going to throw him on our burning pit so he'll get burned and not just thrown with the rest of the carcasses. And then we got this guy here, was the second one I caught back behind that feedlot. It's just a pup. He's not the biggest coyote in the world, but he is chock full of burrs. Like each one of these little globs is a burdock in there. So he's just chocked full of them. So we're not going to do all the picking today. We're just going to skin him and leave the burrs. And when I go to put him up, we'll spend the time when I'm in the house and have time to actually mess with him. We'll pick all the burrs out of him. But I think he looks to be full fur. He just got a lot of burrs. So I don't know. I might try and pick a few of them. We'll see how bad they are. But most likely I'll just skin him tonight and then go from there. We do have a skunk over here. We're going to wait till tomorrow to skin him. And then we got the trophies of the day. So we got a bunch over here. We got a bunch over on this side. There's 10 sitting over on that side. And there is 13 on this side for a total of 23 today. So I had 255 going into the day. 23 more puts me at 278 for the season. 22 tomorrow will put me right at 300. 23 tomorrow puts me at a new personal best. So I don't know. We're going to be darn close. If I don't get over the 300 mark, I'm not too worried, because like I mentioned on the line, we're going to leave a few sets out for the next couple nights. So, you know, I'm pretty confident that I'm going to get over that number. And I tell you what, if I don't, I guess, you know, it's nice to know that I had a chance at it if I don't make it. We're going to be, like I said, we'll give her a good show tomorrow. I haven't been reluring a lot of sets the last few days, just because I've been catching as many as I really want to be processing every night anyway. So, but today, like I said, there was a little more excitement. So a bunch of these catches, when I took the catches out of there, I relured the sets, tried to spruce them up a little bit. I didn't like douse them in lure. I added just a little bit of scent to them, you know, especially the ones that were on kind of the calm side of the slough with the wind blowing the scent out over the slough. So hopefully that will just pick the number up just by, well, if it stays the same, that's all I need. I need 23 more tomorrow. It'll put me at a new personal best. So yeah, so I actually took out all the muskrat traps I already had. Right here I got 2 bins. This one here is going to be for bait clips and 110 holders. The big green one's going to be for actually all the footholds and the 110s. We're just going to pile them all in there all together. I want the room in here because I need some room for floats in there, and for mink plates, you know, the drowning weights for the minks are going to take up a little bit of room in here. So yeah, I wanted a little extra room, and I'm not setting out any brand new ones anyway. So I took what I was hauling around, they're all out of here. And other than that, I think I'm pretty well ready to go for tomorrow right away. So as soon as I get done skinning, we'll be ready to run tomorrow. So, all right, I think with that, that's all I got for you guys tonight. Again, I appreciate you riding around with me. We'll see you tomorrow and see if we can hit that 300 mark or not. We'll see you out on the line tomorrow.